geeked up.
Are you?
Yeah,
Good. As you should. As you should be,
she said,
player.
really? Yeah, love it.
As you should be, player.
Pop your collar.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
awesome. Yes. And we are live.
Stop going like a freak.
Thank you for joining Mommy's Keeping It Cute. Another Sunday.
Yeah.
I've been gone forever. But upon my return, I got my boy up here, Mr. Jamal of the Solomon Trading Experience.
Yeah, that's the one.
We have a great guest tonight. And this guest to me is special just because I know the grind is real.
Yeah.
I call him Professor because I look up to him financially. And I hope one day my stuff can be in order like his is. So we got Mr. Jamal here today. Absolutely. And I just wanted to touch on Jamal just really quickly because my family out here, I have not been on this show for about 3 weeks now? About 3 weeks. We did not have this show, but people, I am back and back with a vengeance. And I thank you guys for tuning in. And how was your week, Mr. Jamal?
Well, productive as always.
Was it productive?
Yeah, Mr. Always working. So, I just came back from Georgia. Even down there, I was working, teaching classes, but
Nice.
also trying to enjoy, a little time with my lady. Get a little of that Jersey out of your lungs.
Absolutely. Yay. Nice. Yes, it's always beautiful to be able to take a break, to see new scenes, taste new food, drink new liquor. Like, you know what I mean? It's always good to travel and to just change up the scenery. So I have you here today, and again, I am definitely appreciate you coming.
Just happy to be here.
Yes, we about to get into what you do as an options trader. Just real quick, because I don't know, is that just your main stream of income? Is that just what you do?
Nah, it's not my main stream of income, but it is a big portion of it. It kind of goes hand in hand. So I make other investments in other things as well that give me residual income.
Right.
Okay? But between me making money from investments and then teaching people to invest, that's a stream of income.
Yes.
Investing in small black businesses, they have to pay me back almost like loaning them money with an interest rate.
Nice,
That's another stream of
nice.
income. I have a Discord chat. That's another stream of income. So it's like little.
So you got a whole lot of streams of income. That's
humbly,
what's up.
humbly.
Yay! Round of applause. That's right. And as you should. So, just to give folks a background as to how I met you, and we basically, you are the boyfriend of a friend of mine, Miss Esme Valdez. My girl. But in addition to that, I took one of your courses, and I think from there, that's when I kind of he's a dope spirit. Not just out here trying to sell classes and trying to promote, but you out here really with a mission and a purpose, especially in regards to black folk. Definitely. So I definitely appreciate that.
Definitely.
So if you could kind of educate the people as to what options trading is, or just if you were to just kind of bring it up at cocktail hour and give somebody just a really quick spiel as to what it is. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna give you guys the script that I usually get when I'm trying to, tell people what it is. Options 101, right? It's no real way to simplify it without simplifying it, right? So the short version is, typically most people think that when they think of the stock market, they think of stocks, right? That's all they know. They think that's all the stock market is. Unfortunately, it's a lot bigger than that. It's stock, it's options, Forex, your 401k plan. All that stuff is under the stock market, right? So because most people think of stocks, I start by explaining to them exactly what stocks is. Company A is $100. You buy it. It moves up $1. You made $1. Congratulations, right? In order to buy 100 shares of Company A, it's going to cost you $10,000. Now, most people don't have. Most people don't have $10,000 to invest in the stock market or even pay their bills for that matter, right?
Facts.
So let's say you did. You had $10,000. You bought 100 shares of Company A and moved $1. You're still going to make $1 on each share, so that's $100. Who wants to invest $10,000 to make $100? Do you want to? Nobody, right?
Nope.
So then I explained to them how options can benefit them. So an option contract controls the value of 100 shares. So you don't actually own the shares, but you control the value of them, right? That initial investment might cost you $500, $250, $750, a much smaller amount than $10,000, and you're still able to capitalize as if you bought 100 shares outright. Does that make sense?
Yes. Well, I think it makes sense to me because I took the class, right. but I think that part there, that part, like that piece that instead of buying one share that I can control or lease, right? Like a lot of shares in a small amount of time, like that just makes sense. Like say if a person didn't have a finance degree or have background in stocks, like that part right there for me is like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm aiming for, you know? So thank you for that. And I think, like, what do you think, like, as far as, okay, where are you from? Are you from Jersey? Are you from
Jersey? Stand up.
Okay, Essex County in the building.
Know the vibes.
Okay, so like, kind of fill us in as to what led Jamal to even dabbling in the stock market, because the stock market for me, like when I first hear that, or when I'm having a conversation, like the stock market and black people really don't go together. It's really not, you know, peanut butter and jelly. Like when I hear stocks, I'm majority of the time I'm hearing Caucasian people, Asian people. I'm not hearing us in the conversation. So let the people know kind of what led up.
Well, that one thing that you said right there, right, is a big portion of like why I am where I am right now. But that came later on in the journey, right? You know, I'm pretty much a stereotypical black man in Newark, New Jersey, right? You know, you grow up, you almost become a product of your environment, but at some point in your life, you have to decide what man you're gonna be, right? I know I like designer clothes, I know I like Mercedes-Benz, I know I like vacations, right? But the men around me aren't doing any of those things. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You might be getting a couple of dollars for show, but that's all it is for show. You can't put it in your name because the IRS is taxing you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So at some point, you have to decide who you want to be. On top of that, right, I don't want to work 12 hours to get taxed half my check.
Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you ain't got too many options.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? A lot of black folks, the first thing they want to run to is real estate. That's cool, but guess what you need? You need money to go into real estate.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? And a bunch of it.
Yeah.
And you need credit on top of that.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
Well, I ain't got that. You see what I'm saying? At the time, I ain't got that. So I'm like, you know what? What is my niche? What am I going to find? What can I turn this little bit of money into big money, right? So I ended up actually taking 2 courses.
Okay.
Myself, and you know, once I did that, I just never looked back. You know, my first year, I made $80,000. My first year.
That's dope. That's dope.
You know, I'm like 24 years old, crazy bread, but it's not even about the money. What really caught my attention was I was taught by another black man, right? And I realized not only he's getting money off teaching people, but he's doing something for people. Like,
absolutely.
Like I made $80,000 my first year, coming from working at 9 to 5, working for the man, being so conditioned to work. Bro, you just showed me how to make more money than I could. Oh my God, that I could ever save up.
Crazy.
You know what I mean?
Crazy.
So that's a little bit of my journey and how I got to where I am now.
But that's super dope, though. I feel like just with the fact that I heard you said that, you know, you took 2 courses, and that's kind of what started your whole, you know, your knowledge towards the stock market and all that good stuff. And I feel like, I think that's where a lot of people kind of, they look down at school or like down at like institutions, but I tell young folks, like, regardless if you going to college or you if you self teach yourself stocks online, right? It has to be some type of discipline there.
Period.
Some type of learning. You know what I mean? Like you have to educate yourself. And I feel like a lot of the disconnect with us is the fact that we haven't educated ourselves enough in different areas to even see the vision.
100%.
Cause it's a vision.
Yeah.
I seen it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, so, all right, cool. Thank you, Felice. Shout out to Angie from Passaic. Hey, Khalif. Shout out. Thank you guys for tuning in. So, Mr. Jamal. So I know join the members only options investment group. And this is something I just want to express to the people too. Like when I took your course, right? This is not a gimmick, and I want to put that out there. This is not like a Ponzi scheme or the Susu flowers, and we're gonna build a flower, and then once the flower stem is over here, then your baby mother uncle is gonna like make sure I get my money. Like it's not that. You know what I'm saying? It's not that. And I wanted to put that out there because the fact, like, I bear witness because I took the course. I understand the course. Like, you give people the tools and the strategies to make bread.
On your own 2 feet, bottom line. That's it, right?
Absolutely.
Speak on it.
And I think that, like, I wanted to kind of get that out there and to let folks know, like, it wasn't an experience. Hey, I took Solomon Trade experience, and the only way that I can make bread is that Jamal moves the bread for me. It's nothing like that at all. The fact that I came home from these classes, and I would tell my baby father, because he drives trucks, so he's not there all the time, so we like talk on the phone like all day. So I'm like, yo, I feel mad smart. like I feel so enlightened.
Yeah.
Like, because like I'm drawing graphs. I know how to go and find these things. Like Jamal actually walks his students through how to navigate these different tools to get the information that you need to make an informed decision within the stock market. So I definitely just kind of wanted to let folks out there know that this is definitely like a legitimate thing. And that's why I think my heart is so warm and so warm felt. It's because you really out here not just making moves for yourself, but you out here trying to help the people. And I
just want to follow up with that. Like,
appreciate
people, listen, I appreciate you, saying all those great things, but also I want to add to that, like, I'm genuinely invested in your success. You know what I mean? I want you to make money, because if you make money, what are you going to do? You're going to tell somebody. There's no requirements to go out here and say, hey, listen, I got to recruit somebody for this guy or nothing like that.
Right.
But, this is how we grow as a unit. You know what I mean? Supporting each other, keeping the money in the community circulating. If you don't, like, and I never understood how most people will fall victim to, if you want to make $1,000 right now, comment cash. They all in your inbox trying to cash app scam you. Y'all do that 0.5, but y'all won't take a legitimate course and invest in yourself and actually do the work to become successful. Most people that have those quick come-ups, they don't make it anywhere but for that moment. You know what I mean? Build long-term wealth by investing in yourself, taking a legitimate course, and sky's the limit.
Absolutely. And tell the folks I know when I took your course, there was a young student there. Like how young are your students that enroll in your course?
I have my youngest student, man. Shout out to Jeremy.
Hey, Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Smart little boy.
Yeah.
I know you smart.
Yeah, Jeremy, he reached out to me. He was 17.
Wow.
He said, I'm about to file my first tax return. I'm going to come get with you. I said, I bet. He came. He paid full price. He wasn't asking for no discount. He wasn't asking for nothing. And maybe he took a little couple, maybe I don't know, $500 or something like that. He's up to $4,000 right now. This kid is 18 years old. I didn't see $4,000 when I was 18.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I know that's crazy money for him. He could buy whatever car he wanted. He could go vacation. He could do whatever he wanted to do. And he's slowly just building.
That's awesome. That is definitely awesome. And I think that when I took your course and I seen a young lady in there, she was like a senior in high school, I think, with her dad. And I know.
Oh, you talking about T? Yeah.
Remember I was in that course, so
Yep,
I was like, wow, she's so young and
Yep.
she flipping a calculator out, and she was just so quick because I was like, Dad, her brain's still fresh.
Yeah,
Her brain's
that's
fresh.
what-
I
that's
was
what
sitting
want
there
'em. I want 'em.
like her ass is just coming out of high school.
Yeah,
like her stuff sharp.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. So that is awesome.
Talking about T and Ayana, yeah, and I respected that about that, man. Like I got mad love for T, mad love because this man. He reached out to me interested in taking my course, and he took my course, and he said, yo, I'm going to pay for my child as well. Can she come too? All right, it's a separate fee, no problem. You know what I'm saying? He had no problem doing that, and he did it, and I know he probably up to maybe like, last time I spoke to him, he was up like 5, 6, 7, something crazy like that. But,
Definitely.
as long as you put the work in, you will be successful. Okay? I'm telling you guys, like, you're talking, I wasn't...
Somebody calling in. Thank you for calling Mommy's Keeping It Cute. How can I help you?
Hey, this is Destiny. I'm just calling in because I had a question for Jamal.
Go for it.
Hi, Destiny. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, girl.
So Jamal, question is, how much do you need to start investing? How much do you need to start off, period?
Well, how
Good
about this?
question.
How about this, Destiny? Right? Since you're on the phone, how about you tell them your journey real quick?
Okay.
Tell the
out
people,
there.
Destiny.
Me personally, I started off with $500, and right now I'm up $1,000.
Cause she up.
And
cause
I
she
only
up.
started. Yeah, I'm up $1,000.
How long
And
ago
I
did you
only
start? Like a month
started
ago?
a month ago, really.
Very nice. Congratulations. And
you.
let the people know how old are you, Destiny?
Mm-hmm.
I'm 19. I'll be 20 in July.
Yikes. That's what I'm talking about. Yes,
I'll
absolutely.
drink to that.
Building generational wealth.
That's right. Breaking them curses. That's
Aw,
right.
she's so cute.
Now do them dishes.
Oh my God. All right, that's all I really
I
had to
appreciate
ask.
you, Destiny.
Well, thank you so much for calling, Destiny, and keep up the good
No
work.
problem.
Yes.
Thank you so
absolutely.
much.
No
You guys
problem,
have a
my
good
dear.
one.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye.
That scared the crap out of me. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. No, 'cause
She's so cute.
So-
let the people know, like, who Destiny was.
So
Who's
Destiny's
Destiny?
So Destiny's actually my lady Esme_V's daughter, and she paid like everybody else. It doesn't, to me, it doesn't matter, friend, family, or foe, right? Everybody's gonna pay.
Everybody has to pay.
Everybody has to pay because one, the game is to be sold, not told. That's first of all. But second of all, show me how serious you are about investing in yourself. Because if I give it to you for free, a couple things happen. You're not on my time anymore. I'm on your time, right? In addition to devaluing the product, it must not be that good if you're giving it away for free, and that's really how people feel. When I first started this off, my mission was still the same, but my approach was different. I was giving it away for free because I actually genuinely want my people to be successful. And like all these minorities, right? And I'm not talking about minorities, just black people. You could be black, white, Spanish, yellow, brown. It doesn't matter. We all in the same tax bracket. We all messed up. So we can all, climb above that with this skill. But now I charge people, and I feel like you show up on time. You show up on time. You take the material seriously. You do your homework, and you become successful after that.
Absolutely. And as you should, Professor, because that is a little inside joke. Like, I call him Professor.
Oh, yeah.
Because I felt like really, like, you're a really great educator.
Thank you.
You make it really relaxed. Like, I didn't feel rushed. I felt overwhelmed a little bit just because what I was seeing looked like Chinese.
Yeah.
But it was all good, though. It was definitely all good. So
I think I didn't answer the question, though.
Go for it.
Yeah, right. I definitely didn't.
I don't think
All right,
so.
so I just went on a whole tangent. My bad. Sometimes I get real passionate, right? So to answer the question about how much you need to start off with, that's a variable question. I'm gonna tell you what I'm supposed to tell you, and I'm gonna tell you the things I've seen myself. What I'm supposed to tell you is $1,500 through $4,000. That's what I recommend you start your account with, right? Some people that's a lot. I understand. But one of my students built their account from $230 to $15,000.
Let's talk about
Blew
that.
my mind. Absolutely blew my mind.
Awesome.
I've seen students accounts start their account with $400 to $1,000 in their first week. So it just depends on your financial situation. The smaller, obviously, you're gonna be the smaller gains, but you can slowly build to those bigger gains.
Okay, cool. Definitely. So, sounds good. So basically, the name of the game is that you don't need a lot of money to start off.
Not at all.
To start your journey. And I think you had told me a story before about, I think it was a cousin of yours that she stuck with one company. And she just little by, I think the company was like Home Depot, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep.
And then you said she started off with a little bit, and
That's
then
the same one I was talking about.
Yeah, it was this. She gained and slowly but surely. So the hope is there, most definitely.
So when me and you had that conversation, she had made it up to 5,000. Now she's up to 15.
I'm sure she is. Cause we had a conversation a few months ago.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah, it was cold.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the same one. Yep.
So she up 15 right now.
That's what she's saying, and I'm just like, whew. Okay, sis. Do your thing. I'm like, let me hold stuff. You want
absolutely
to wet the beak. I ain't gonna stop you.
Absolutely. Yes, June. Thank you so much for tuning in, Cuzzo. I love you too. I see you. But yes, if anybody is interested in a free intro to options trading, just drop your email under this video. You can also instant message Jamal. What's your name?
My Instagram handle is Solomon Trade EXP. You can send your emails there for a free intro class March 28th. Normally it's $50 per person, but I'm giving away for free this one time, so don't miss this opportunity.
Awesome. I love that. That's awesome. So we talked about all of this, man. You get to the bag in several ways. Very inspirational. I mean, you doing good, right? I mean, you traveling to different states, you giving your classes. So how is this all, like, how is Mr. Jamal able to balance this? Because I know you got a cute little baby girl.
That's my baby, yeah.
She's gorgeous. And I just want to know, not that picture. Wait a minute. just a minute. I'm going to find it. Not there. Not there either. But we'll get back to that one.
Personal page.
Yeah, we gotta go see your personal page. And this is self-made.
YBA, yeah.
Let me say self-made pop up. See, that's why I normally get paid the big bucks, because Fatima is like, here we go. Okay, here we go. Cutie patootie.
Sweet baby.
And how old is she now?
She just turned 4, February 14th.
4 years old.
4, man.
Awesome.
Whew.
Handful.
Man. Yeah. But so loving at the same time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, like, tell the folks, the fact, you just got your hands in so many things. Entrepreneur, you're an educator, you're an investor, you're a trader, and you're a dad. And every time I see you guys on your IG, a story, or on Esme's story, you guys look like you guys are just having a good time, and she looks just so loved and cared for. Yeah. And I appreciate that.
Definitely. The biggest thing is, man, don't confuse the two. You have to hustle. But at the same time, you have to take time to focus on what's important, because you'll lose it, right? You have a child, right? A small child, and she's growing up. You so busy hustling, thinking that you're creating this grand old family. I mean, this grand vision for your family, right? But in the whole time, you're missing what's important. Her growing up, or her first steps, her first words. You still have to be there for those moments. Exactly, it's very important. So I have a specific day for my daughter, right? I also have a specific day for my woman, because it's the same thing. You cannot forget about your family and what's going on in the background, because those are your biggest supporters. All right, and those, they keep you sane. You don't want to burn yourself out. So my schedule, for example, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I don't work, because that's my intermission day, right? That's my self day.
Okay.
Then I have Thursday, Friday, I'm back to work, but then I have Saturday, I have my daughter. Something's happening. We're doing something. She's having fun some way, somehow. Then Sunday, I have my woman. We're doing whatever we're doing, whether I be sitting in the house eating, business meeting for the next week coming forward, whatever the case may be.
Nice.
And then wash, rinse, repeat.
All right. So it sounds like it is strategized. It's a plan. And my father said, if you don't have a plan, you plan to fail.
That's it.
You understand what I'm
That's
trying to
it.
say?
That's it. Daddy know what he talking about.
Yeah, it sounds like you have a plan. It sounds like you are self-caring. You loving on yourself as well, and not for getting those days that Jamal just needs to be with Jamal.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So you have those days. You have your work days. You have your baby days, and you have your girlfriend days. So that's just dope, though. That is dope, though. Mm-hmm. So it's like for the dads out there, and I say this to say, because I'm from like an urban area too. Mm-hmm. The streets is not pretty. I was kind of born in like the crack era. I feel like I tell people, like, when did the crack era like start? I know when it started. It's like still going on because people still getting have crack. It's crazy, but just the fact that I came from a low income community where parenting and fatherhood just wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know it's many reasons why, guys that say like, hey, like I can't be there because I don't have the money or I'm not getting along with da-da-da-da. So what can Jamal say, like play like a major part in his parenting style? Because the fact that you put your daughter, you include her in your schedule, and that's just so big. I think so, because whether she live with you full time or not, you have guys out here that play PlayStation all day and still don't have time to see their kids. So kind of what like pushes that parenting, that fatherhood drive in you?
The bottom line is stop making excuses. You know what I mean? It's just that's all it is excuses because, and I actually learned this from my lady. Even before I met her, I wasn't always getting money, right? I had times where I was broke, I was messed up, but I made something happen. Right, I always made sure she was good. It don't cost no money to go to the park. You could scrape up $2 for ice cream. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So things like that, they matter, and it might not. Even if they don't remember it, you'll remember it. You know what I mean? Maybe she fell and got her first boo boo that day they took her to the park. That's something that you should consider significant because you were there for it. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? What if she lost her tooth at that park? You there? You can set the tone for the tooth fairy or whatever you do. It's little things like that that just really matter. You should really take into consideration when, Fortnite ain't going nowhere, Call of Duty ain't going nowhere. You'll get back to it.
Facts. And that's something major that you said, because I think a lot of is what like scares parents off or dads off. It's, maybe the lack of resources they have. Like perhaps dad doesn't have a car or have the money to take you out. You know what I mean? A day in Midtown. It costs, you know what I mean? And each time my kids move, if it's not the dollar store, even a dollar store costs, you know what I mean? So the fact that, at the end of the day that you're doing what you're doing, I totally respect that. I so do, because at the end of the day, like, I'm not here to judge anybody, but I like to ask questions that really just help the folks out there that might see the show one day. They may not be watching now, but to hear, like, dads could do it too. Yeah, and the fact, like, you know what I mean? Like, she's a part of your life and you take her as an important piece. So that's just awesomeness. Awesome sauce. Yeah. Absolutely. All right. So between working, your daughter and your lady, her day is on Sunday, and I just want to show you guys a picture. I have to go back in here. Hold on a sec.
What video? No, don't show that. Don't show that.
Right. Oh, that video with the...
Nah, don't do that.
I think it was like car play. We was in a car or something, right?
Yeah, I was in the car, yeah.
Yeah,
in the car.
I remember.
I got pulled over 10 minutes after that, too.
I remember that video. Yeah. But, yes. And you guys are the bomb. And I feel, too, like, for me, that's my girl.
Mine, too.
I love her to death. Like, she's such a good person, like, inside and out.
Yeah,
and when,
she's dope. Crazy as hell, but dope.
And when I seen y'all together, and I was just like, yo, this is a dope couple. Even before I met you, just the fact I know she's a dope person. I know you had to be dope too. You guys look dope together. And she had dropped her experience in regards to the options trading, and the fact that she was also successful with options trading, and she has her account at XYZ, and she's just one of
Killing the
your
game.
biggest fans right now.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, no.
absolutely. Thank you, Esme. So as far as that balancing your lady, like any gems that you could give to the people out there in regards that that may be growing a business, may have a child, may have his hands in all these things, like how do we keep this part of Jamal grounded?
You know what?
Fulfilled?
That's a really good question. I'm actually glad you asked that because what I realized was growing up, I knew one thing about myself. I always had that hustle, always had that ambition, but sometimes you don't know what it's for. You don't have any drive to like a specific goal, right?
Right.
And when you are with somebody and they are not on the same page as with you, as far as like grinding or even being supportive, right? You gotta cut that, man. You gotta cut all ties with that because, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like because of the woman that I'm with now, is why I'm successful as I am now.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, now this is real talk. I ain't even gassing y'all right now. This is real talk. Because of the woman I'm with right now is the reason is one of the core reasons why I'm as successful as I am. Because I've been knew I wanted to teach people. I've been knew I wanted to invest and be successful and right. But the people I was with before her either didn't believe in a dream or they just wanted too much up front. You want 60% now, so you tripping. You want 60% of nothing because I ain't even got it right now.
Right.
So you trying to dig in a cookie jar and ain't no cookies in there.
And even
you know what I'm saying?
The jar missing.
Yeah, right. So right. So like, I'm glowing up. I'm getting this money. I'm doing whatever I'm doing. And my lady right now, she ain't tripping because she know the bigger picture. She knows she want that house. She knows she want that Maserati. She know what's coming. So she ain't tripping. And she's also being very supportive in everything I do. So, you have to find somebody that's on that same page. And on top of that, she a hustler herself. She got her own business going. She got her own business going. So she not really too much like on my back about it. It's just like, it's balanced. Everything is balanced. That's it.
Very much so. And I like that. Cause like my brain is like a detective brain. Like I'll be like, I take something a person say and I'll break that shit down mad ways. Like the first thing I heard you say that I heard humility. The first few words that you said is like, I wouldn't be as successful as I am if it wasn't for my girl. Like that's is humble pie. Yeah. A lot of guys out here they don't have the capacity to practice humility or to let the world just know like, yo, that girl is that dope. That's why I'm so dope.
Yeah, nah,
you know what I mean?
Nah, it's real talk, man. You better get you one. Mine is listen, it's not for sale over here, but you better find it out there. Them gyms is out there.
Absolutely. And the fact that you guys are both grinding, you guys are on the same path. You guys are hustlers. And I think when you have a relationship or empire and development, right? When you have those two roles, like if y'all both bosses, like bosses just understand how bosses move.
That's right.
So like it works. It works really well because that's why I feel like me and my man, like I feel like it works. Like I know he drive trucks, but at the end of the day, like I understand, like sometimes it takes that sacrifice, and it may take you not being there, but when the times that you are there, that's when but that schedule.
Yeah,
how to make that work.
Exactly,
so
100%.
absolutely, good stuff, Jamal. So what's your plans? Like, what's the plans for 2021 in regards to Solomon Trade? Like, where do you see it at? Like, where do you see yourself going? Just in regards to your different businesses and the things that you have your hands in.
Well, I have my personal goals as far as other streams of income that I'm trying to acquire. But the main thing is, like I told you before, I have this Discord, this group chat.
I'm signing up.
You signing up?
I am.
It just pray on it.
No,
right?
I am. No,
you should.
I am.
I have. So my goal right now, my short-term goal for that is to build to at least 40 individuals. But I have some students that's really some hitters.
Yeah.
Like I ain't even mentioned. That's really like out here bust and move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I want people like that in there because the biggest thing here is a community. Like, I can't be everywhere at once. You can't be everywhere at once.
Absolutely.
So you have tunnel vision on what you're looking at, and he looking at something, and you have the tools over here to determine if that's a good trade or not. And you say, I'm gonna hop on or I'm not gonna hop on it.
Absolutely.
And it's just free money for everybody.
It sound like it's almost like if you was in a workplace, it will be like peer supervision. Like peer supervision is a term that it's like if we doing the same activity or in the same course, or we got the same common goal in mind, like 5 brains is better than 1.
Straight like that.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's like,
Exactly.
That makes me think like 1 + 1 = 2.
Yeah.
I'm going to get what I need or get somebody to explain something to me in a way that it just makes sense.
Right.
It sounds like an elite study group.
Yeah, exactly. And then on top of that, yeah. Because people, which I fail to realize is like, I'm giving y'all the tools to trade. Bottom line, you're good. All that you can make money off of, right? But there's so much more you can learn. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
There's a whole big market out here. So if I have somebody that has some information on cryptocurrency and you feel like you want to learn about your cryptocurrency, I'm gonna plug you in with that person. You might want to learn something about real estate. I'm gonna plug you in with that person. So
Absolutely.
it goes deeper than that. I just told you, for all the students that are in the Solomon Trade group chat, they're getting free advanced courses. You see what I'm saying? Moving forward. So whatever new I develop before the public gets it, you guys get it first.
I'm signing up. I'm gonna sign up because I think for me, like, that's gonna like help me. Like, the fact I took the course was so dope. Like, I do feel so much enlightened after I took the course, but I think that camaraderie, that kinship, you know what I mean? That's how I did well in school, with study groups. Not because I was a fucking genius. It was because I just knew who the fuck was in class was smart as hell. Like, you just join my study group. You join my study group. You join my study group.
That's how you do
so about time it's time for the test, like, I done broke bread with the lead of the course. So it sounds like the same kind of,
That's exactly what it is. I like that.
Dynamic. It sounds like, so I'm going to be signing up for the discourse. I am, guys, and I'll definitely keep you guys posted. So we pretty much, I'm here. We just pretty much about to tie everything up. Is there anything else? Anything that you want to kind of plug out there, like your website, how folks can reach you?
Definitely. You guys can follow my business page. Like I said before, it's Solomon Trade EXP on Instagram, Solomon Trade Experience on Facebook. You can go to my website, order the course, SolomonTradeExperience.com. And that's pretty much it. I mean,
absolutely.
Anything else for me? Want me to add?
No. That's about it. But like, I just think the conversation of being a parent, like, I just real quick, I had this conversation with somebody about 2 weeks ago as to opening a bank account for the kids versus investing like cash like into the stock market. Like, how beneficial could this be, like, for like a parent, you know what I mean? Like, saying, like, because my thing is, like, I feel like it don't make sense, like, putting money into these kids' accounts, because I put my kids' money in stash. That's just because that stash is like stock market 101. I don't really know much about like stocks and stuff, so I felt like it was better for me to invest a little bit of portions in a stock compared to just sitting in the bank for 12 months and it don't move. This is so right. I mean, can you talk to the parents about
definitely,
that?
Definitely, 100%. So check it out. Oh man, this. You know what, guys? Normally you gotta pay for this, right? She done got a free gym out of me, right? For you guys, this is for y'all, right? And most savings account, what are you guys getting? 0.3%, 0.1%, if that, right? That's pennies on a dollar, right? You got your money in a savings account, you're not accumulating any interest, right? So I had a student, an older student of mine, and she was straight up with me. She said, listen, I don't have time to sit in front of the computer or check my phone. I don't have time to do the research. I don't got time for none of that. But I'm going to take your information. I'm going to use it to my benefit. So we came up with a whole plan. I said, stop using your account, your bank account as a savings account, and use your investment account as a savings account, right? This lady had $1,200 to her name. $1,200, yo. This blew my mind. She went, she found some shares, she did her research. Would you believe that her account is up to 28,000 right now?
Wow.
In like what, 3 months?
90 days. You hear that,
Like,
people?
It kind of blew my mind a little bit. But she
hope.
actually sent me pictures of it. And I'm like, you see, from $1,200 to $28,000. Oh my God.
Yeah, it almost makes you get the Holy Ghost, right? It almost
like-
makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up.
I was like,
That's
yo,
the hope right there.
I was
right?
mad I ain't buy no shares because I had. Look, I told her if she had, because I had 10,000, and I said, listen, I should have just did it. $10,000 of that, if you had did exactly what she did, $200,000.
Easy.
$200,000.
You're the flip and got you a house
Oh,
real
my
quick.
God.
That's crazy. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, but it happens that way sometimes.
So that just goes to show is definitely benefits
100%.
to the stock market, to Solomon Trade Experience. This brother is definitely dope. No gimmicks, straight informing you, enlightening you with the strategies and the skills that you need to make an informed decision. So that's super, super dope. You had something?
No, I was just.
Oh, you laughing?
Well, no, I'm just like I said, I'm just happy to be here, and I just
Definitely.
love, dropping knowledge on the people. I'm one of those people too. Like, understand this. I'm not one of those people where you're gonna contact me, take my course, and it's gonna be some videos you gotta watch or nothing like that. Like, I'm here with you guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people understand the value in that. Like, I'm not charging a crazy price.
Right.
And I'm right here with you. I'm not going to talk at you. I'm going to talk with you. I'm going to hold your hand throughout the entire course. All right? In addition to that, if you have any other questions as far as anything, I can always help, give you that answer. If I don't know the answer, believe me, I'm going to find it for you. So
see that?
Come get with me.
All right. So you're not just paying for courses. I mean, like, you paying for, like, the follow-up, too. So it's like, Jamal's a dope guy, and I just appreciate you. I appreciate your brain. You know what I mean? like real talk, because I feel like that's one thing I feel like I want us to all have, more financial independence and, like, more so investing our money and learning things that perhaps our parents didn't have the, know how to teach us, So good for you, sir. All right. So we're going to get out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in. I don't know. I'm trying to play this song again. Hold on. I got it. There we go. All right. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next Sunday. Yes. Thank you. Be safe. Be well, everybody. Later.
STE.
STE always working.
It's always working.
It's always working. Good.
Yeah. I needed my yacht.